not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is a place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Hello, Blue Dots. It is Tuesday, baby. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I am so sorry that we are late. We had a power outage in the neighborhood, so we've been out here without power for a while. It just came back on just a while ago, so thank goodness that we have power, because I know there's a whole lot of people in this country who don't have power right now. And so they are in our hearts and our thoughts. So I hope they're hanging on as best they can until they do get it back. But yeah, we had a little power outage here, and it threw the time back a little bit for us. And so I apologize for us being late. But hey, we're here. And before we get started, it is a rough day. It is a rough day. And I want to thank all of you who sent messages on Facebook and whatnot, sending condolences for my little Emma. She's a good dog for 16 years, and she passed yesterday evening very gently, with all of us right there around her on her last breath. But it doesn't make it any easier. As a matter of fact, anybody, all y'all who cherish a pet, who is a member of the family, they bring you such great joy, but on that day, it's going to bring you heartache, baby. Worth every bit of it, but it doesn't help. So I want to thank everybody who sent their wishes, and yeah, I'm not in the best of moods, but we'll get through this, and we got other puppies in the house that keep us entertained, baby. So, but I want to thank everybody who sent their messages anyway. Stephanie Dean, thank you for being here. Brian Champagne, Gene Shanky, thank you for being here, darling. Richard Phillips, the remixtress, is with us, as is Brian Champagne. I said Brian Champagne. Sarah Finn Coley is here. Thank you. Sharon Hookah, thank you for being here. Karen Van Wyck, thank you, baby, for being here. I hope all is well in your life. Sue Van 50, thank you for being here. Our resident archaeologist, John Herron. Heidi ho, buddy. How you doing? Let me see. Martha Oliveira is here. Aaron Trombley. Aaron Trombley's here while we're bringing people in. I'll let y'all peek at Aaron. Aaron is running for town council up in Morroo, so y'all feel free to kick a few bucks her way. It ain't easy running a campaign, and it ain't cheap. But Aaron T., thank you for being here. Lady Freedom rocks it, indeed she does. Thank you for being here. Dizzy Duke and Tracy Tobias, who is now all moved in down here in Corpus Christi. She's lived right down the street from me anyway. Yeah, I wish. Anyway, Keith Thompson, my buddy up in Minneapolis, almost moved you to Virginia, bud. I'm sorry, my mind ain't working today. Virginia Whitley, who y'all please remember that she does her rants on Facebook all the time, so please go by there and visit Virginia Whitley and give her a listen. Martha Oliveira's here, J.E. Blinn, Tim Kennan, Valerie Wood Rosato, thank you for being here. Robin Lyons, Teresa Diggum, thank you, baby, for being here. BW, Dennis Utenreiner, Dolores Grant, Sammy Hager Jr. Hagee Jr. I always think that, hey, ain't that the singer guy? I always think that one. Anyway, buddy, I'm glad you're here. Randy Peterson, Woo Pig, my friend. Thank you for being here, bub. I better skip on down here and find out where I am. We'll be here all night. Lauren McGrath is here. Oh, I just hit something. Media Main 6 is here. Mary Humphreys, Gary Atkins, thank you all for being here. Well, power's off, so I didn't get to see much of the news today. And wasn't much in the mood for watching it anyway. There's so much going on in our country, it's kind of hard to keep track of what crisis we're going through here. Here in Texas, it's easy. Everything from abortion. He signed the Voting Restriction Act today, Greg Abbott. By the way, on the abortion issue, while he was there doing his little signing ceremony, one of the reporters asked Greg Abbott about why there was no exception in the abortion law for rape or incest. And Greg Abbott, my governor, the illustrious idiot, responded, well, they got 6 weeks. They got 6 weeks. And besides that, the most important thing is that we vowed to eliminate rape in Texas. We are just going to go out there on the street. We're going to start arresting them, and there won't be any rape. Are you shit? Yes, that's my governor. That's my governor. No exception for rape or incest. They got 6 weeks. Hell, they know they was raped. They don't know they're pregnant yet, you idiot. But he signed that voter restriction law today. And the Republican Party marches onward here in Texas. And believe me, baby, they're coming for the whole state this way. Taliban my ass. The Republicans have a different kind of Sharia law they want to implement all around this country. And don't think for a minute that they won't. Anyway, let me see. Ed Beatty, are you in the room?
Loud and clear, John.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm fine. John, I donated to the victims of Hurricane Ida.
Yeah.
From the Gulf Coast to the Northeast. I want to say to everyone, please don't be afraid. Don't be stingy. Don't be afraid. Please give out $1 or $5, $10, even $100 to help
Indeed.
Those in need after the hurricane. Of course, this is a very worthy cause. And John, I also want to say that when I was on my way to do a little shopping, I saw this Dodge Durango, and apparently it had a Trump 2020 with Pence's name crossed out. And of course, the back of the truck had a giant picture with a stupid name meme with President Obama and President Biden. Something stupid that the Republicans wish they wanted. It really it boils my blood. Even of course,
oh yeah,
when you live in Georgia, and of course still I voted for Ossoff and Warnock, and of course we got to keep Warnock in office. Otherwise, it's just Herschel Walker's from Texas.
Yes.
And of course, he's not from Georgia.
No,
so
he's got some problems though.
I know. So Bill, how you doing? You going ahead, late.
All right, let's get everybody in the room, and then we'll start yakking about everything. Belda Lee, are you in the room, darling?
Yes, I am.
How are you, dear?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
I'm
glad
really
you're here.
fine.
I'm glad you're here. And let me see. Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm so sorry.
That's it. We knew it was coming,
I feel
baby.
for you with that. I feel it with you with every step of the way. I understand.
Yeah, it's it's been a rough few weeks, really. We knew she was going down. She needed help getting up and down. She had to be held up to drink water, but she wasn't in pain. She was lethargic, couldn't get around anymore. So, we've been up with her for a while now, and like I said before, well worth every time I got up. If I was still getting up right now, I'd still be happy as shit. But I'm not. But she's drifted away, and we couldn't have asked for a better scenario in which she did. She was surrounded by us, And she was looking at us 1 second, and then she wasn't. And that's just the way it went. So, but I appreciate it, darling. But I thank you for being here.
Yeah,
I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. I am. It's rough because she's all that's on my mind right now. Huh?
I want to throw something out. I'll
What?
finish this up. But we have an attorney that is missing. An attorney that is missing that may have stolen money from Rittenhouse's defense fund.
Oh,
that is
really?
Taking and
Somebody ripped off little asshole's money?
Yeah,
Well, good for them.
and 17 other people. Oh, go ahead and finish, everybody, and I'll finish my little story. We'll leave it at a cliffhanger.
Okay. We'll come back to it. Let's get everybody in here. Bill Jones, how are you, my friend?
I'm well. You have a full house today, my friend.
We do. We have a pretty damn good gathering. This is a great family.
Anyway, I've been gone for the last couple of shows. I want to check in, and I'll try to hang around a few minutes and share a couple of things with you. I sound like a couple people got a few things to say, but I just want to say my condolences for your loss. I know what it's like to lose a companion. I've lost two, and it won't be long, and I'm going to lose little Diamond. She's 13, and for a purebred beagle, that's pretty old. So
yeah. I don't think there's anybody listening that hasn't been through this before.
Yeah, and it's not an easy thing to lose a companion like that because, like you said, they're family members. Man.
Yes, that's what they become, family members, and this one I had ever since I was a little pup.
Absolutely.
My heart goes out to you. If I was there, I'd give you a big handshake and a hug, buddy.
I appreciate
I'm
it,
with
Bill.
you.
I appreciate it.
I'm with you, man.
I know there's so many
as
out
the show
there.
goes on and you bring people in, there's a couple of subjects I want to comment on. There's a couple that people were a little hot about earlier in the Blue Room, and I want to calm people down with some reality. So
reality is always a good thing to do.
I'll bring the positive vibes. How's that?
There you go. That always helps. Well, Bill, thank you for being here, brother.
Yeah, no worries, man.
All right. And Lady Freedom rocks, indeed. And to all the ships at sea. Darling, how are you?
Fair to middling.
Yeah, that's the best you can ask for. Thank you. Yeah. It's rough. Like I said, I don't think there's probably anybody out there that hasn't been through this, and it hurts. It hurts bad. And, you just keep, fond memories. The worst thing is I go out to the living room, and where her bed is gone. And it took up a pretty good amount of the living room. And now it just looks like an empty space, and it's just painful. But time marches on, baby. We can't stop it. I just know that she had a great life, and she knew she was loved right up to the last second. So that is the best I can hope for.
Well, I've been in your shoes.
I feel that way when I go. Shit. But anyway, thank you for being here, Lady Freedom Rocks.
My pleasure.
Let's go in order. So, Velica, you want to finish your thought first, and then we'll let Bill bring his thought in.
Okay.
All right.
Well, see, the guy's name, before I get to his name, he's representing 17 of the rioters.
Okay, he's a lawyer.
His phone has been, and the Rittenhouse family has reported him for stealing money from the defense fund for Rittenhouse. And now his phone is disconnected, and this attorney's name is John Price.
John Price. Price?
Yes.
Price or Price?
P-R-E-I. Price.
Oh, Price.
I can't read my own handwriting.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. And it's like, and I got this off of Young Turks today. It happened a couple of days. They've been trying to find this guy. They've been using excuses for not finding him. Oh, he's got COVID. He's on a respirator. He's
well, if he's got COVID and he's on a respirator, they know where he is.
And then in another court, he was in an automobile accident.
Oh.
And another one so they're making all this stuff up. And then the guy that tried taking over those cases wasn't even an attorney.
Oh.
And the people
sounds
from,
like Mr. Rittenhouse has a problem.
right, and so
But that probably works to his advantage. He can go to court and tell the judge, I got no lawyer.
Rittenhouse, they fired him. They fired him.
They fired the lawyer?
Yes, and then, in the guy, there was another guy that tried to take over the practice, and he couldn't because he wasn't even a legal aid. And so his phone numbers have been disconnected, and nobody's finding him. And Young Turks the one gal that's the blonde that's always on Young Turks, she says, this is just my idea.
Yeah.
It's not proven or anything, but I bet he took all that money and left.
Why not? Why not when you got an idiot for a client like that who, well, everybody's entitled to their defense, they say, but,
But he was defending 17 people from the Capitol riots.
I guess he ain't showed up for them either.
No.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're buffering. Somebody said we're buffering. DW says we're buffering. If we lose it, there are storms in our area today, so just be advised we could possibly just lose everything again.
Power we're dropping a little bit here.
Are we?
A little bit. Still there, but just, yeah.
I apologize for the bad connection. Paul. You know why I said that? Because I just saw Paulette Pacifico go by. And I've always loved that name. Paulette Pacifico. On the East Coast. I keep telling her she should move out to West with a name like that. Anyway. Well, Rittenhouse has problems, but his lawyer, he's got big problems. He's got bigger problems than finding another lawyer. I wish him luck. No, I don't. I hope he gets
No, I don't.
When you go to hire an attorney, do your due diligence.
Yeah, isn't that what they tell you? Due diligence. You should have, what'd you get? Dial the 4s or the 5s or the 6s? I don't care where you live in this country. If you dial 55555, whatever, you're going to get a lawyer. If you dial 7s, if you dial 9s, you're going to get a lawyer. So remember that. If you're ever in dire need of a lawyer, just pick one of the numbers and dial it 7 times. You'll get a lawyer. Anyway, Bill.
All you got to do is step out the door here in Tucson.
Yeah.
Throw a paper cup out. You'll hit one.
Yes, there you go. Ain't no problem. Anyway, Bill, you had something you wanted to say?
I had a couple things on my mind, but one of the things was people were talking in the blue room.
Yeah.
While we were waiting, and a lot of people were pretty upset with the state of Texas and their decision on the women's rights things, and
as well they should be.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm here to throw a little good news on that.
All right.
The federal government is paying attention. Department of Justice announced at 5:40 p.m. today, I believe was the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was all over MSNBC, and I saw a little blurb on CNN. I've double-checked it with Politico. But anyway, bottom line is the DOJ, Department of Justice,
right,
is reaching out through Democratic organizations, women's organizations, and clinics in Texas, and assured them that those women will be not left behind. If they've already reached out and made contact with clinics with that, the DOJ is going to be behind them and got their back.
There are people.
Good for the federal government keeping an eye on this. So I'm very proud of Merrick Garland reaching out and having those ladies' backs. But this fight isn't over, folks.
No.
Just because Governor Abbott wants to be a dick.
Just beginning.
Oh, yeah. I mean, here's the bottom line. We did a little study I was really busy the last few days. That's why I missed the last 2 shows. But we did a little study here in North Carolina because we have the same issue. And I'm going, that's not what we're getting. So we went out and we called some other people, and we got 7 or 8 different polls. Here's the bottom line. The average, we did a poll average of 7 or 8 different polls.
Right.
61%. Now, keep in mind, I'm in North Carolina, okay? I'm in a red state.
Yeah.
61% of women in the Republican Party in my state support the premise of Roe versus Wade. Independents are 71, and Democrats are 82. Across the board, it's 70.77. It's almost 71% approval from women, to include Republicans. So if that is the case nationwide, which I have a tendency to believe, because I saw a Political poll that did a nationwide thing on female Republicans,
Right.
and it was right at 60% nationwide. So if that's the case, Republicans are going to have a hard friggin' time come November.
This is, we all think that it's just a solid liberal issue. No, it's not. No, this is a women's rights issue, and that issue crosses party lines.
It's been a law for 2 generations of women. This law was 1973, folks. That was 48 years ago. That's 2 generations.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to bite him in the ass. I
think all of this is going to come back on the Republicans.
Yeah.
Their whole
we were talking the other
agenda
day in our meeting. We were talking in our strategy meeting the other day, and I'm on that Democratic committee here in the east part of the state. Anyway, we were talking about the power of the vote. Well, guess who is the most reliable voting bloc every voting cycle?
Black women.
Without a doubt, women, hands down. Not even a contest.
Yeah. No,
not even
women are the highest Democrat voters we have in the nation. Yes,
yep.
And black women are historically a high number. Of that.
And if you get into women of color, they're even tougher.
Yeah,
So,
I'm telling you.
I think it's going to. We just looked at the numbers and we're sitting there laughing. It's like these Republicans are just going to legislate themselves out of a job because they're not going to get rehired, folks.
Yeah. I think that
I just don't see it happening.
We still have a year to go before the elections.
Well, it's our job. It's like we reminded our guys and all of our committee members. We reminded them that it's our job to not let the American public forget things like voting rights, women's rights, all the things
Civil
that they've
rights.
tried to shove crap up of our ass.
Voting rights.
It's time. It's time to remind people what the last 5 years has really been all about and what the truth is. And keep it in their face, remind them about the insurrection, remind them about
every damn day.
Bullshit voter fraud. Yeah, but all the time.
Every day.
We have to stay in their face. So. But the good news is that the DOJ has the women's back in Texas. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
And
these laws are going to be tested in the courts. The voting bill that he just passed today and signed into law, that's going to be tested in the court. The abortion law is going to be tested in the court. We're just getting started on this. So, yes, October 2nd, I understand there's supposed to be a march across this country. I told Travis today, make sure we got a camera ready to go. Because I know.
October 2nd.
Yep, on October 2nd, we're going to be in a march somewhere. I told Travis, I need to make me a sign.
I've got a friend that's over, I can't believe her name. Think of her name right now, but she just bought the red handmaiden's outfit for a march.
There you go. I got to get the blue one with the stars on the white hat.
Also, Bill, the main reason women vote like they do is because we outnumber the men in the United States.
Indeed.
Oh, that's true. That's part of it. But men are also lazy when it comes to voting.
Men can be controlled by women so easily. I would say on the whole. And have a great influence on what their husbands do.
I think it was the Netherlands or Finland.
Yeah.
Women said, we quit. No more bedroom. No more cooking. No more dishes. No more laundry. No nothing.
Nothing. Well,
Guys,
they did that once before. They did it here. It was a thing. I don't know if it was in the. Shit, somebody help me out. I'm old. It might have been in the 70s or.
I think
it was a thing that was going around. Maybe so. Yeah. Just shut down the bedroom, baby. Let's see how long Junior's gonna. Yeah. As a matter of fact, somebody made a comedy song about that. I remember it. I don't know how to sing it, but I vaguely remember.
It'll be interesting to see how many of these clowns show up on September 18th for the supposed insurrection number 2.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Bill, it's going to be a lot. There'll be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of Trumpers that are going to show up at a rally to celebrate January 6th. J6, calling it.
It won't be anything similar, in my opinion, because of 2 main reasons. Number 1, no lawmakers will be there. It is a Saturday. There's not going to be a Senate in session, a Congress in session. They ain't going to be there. You might find a janitor, but there ain't going to be anybody.
Well, then it'll be easier to take control. We'll just run up there and we won't have to chase anybody around. We won't accidentally have to hurt somebody. Yeah, they're not.
The bad news.
We're going to have to watch,
the bad news for them guys.
What?
The bad news for those guys that are planning to do this is D.C. Police, Capitol Police are on full alert, and General Milley has their back.
Yeah, I don't think the same thing is going to happen again.
Yeah, I would be a little bit careful if I were those folks, because they got the big boys watching this time.
It won't be just one woman going through a door.
Shame on you. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Not going to happen.
Not to mention what Mr. Director Ray said from the FBI on TV. He goes, this will not happen again under my watch. And I'm going, thank you, Director. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're on the film of the 20th anniversary of 9/11. I mean, this is supposed to be a somber anniversary. It's just, I don't know. It's to bring this country together.
It's shadowed by the threat that we have now, which is domestic terrorism. That's our greatest threat right now. Homegrown shit from good old boys who are patriots.
Homegrown Taliban.
Yes, that's exactly what they are. They are
exactly.
Because don't think for a minute that these people that are planning this J6 rally, that there's not a certain percentage of them that do have ill intent in mind, that do want to try again. Don't ever think there's not. There are. In numbers, I don't know how big. Not big enough. I guarantee your ass that. They better bring more than they brought last time, and every one of them better eat a good can of beans before they come. Because the shit's gonna get deep. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna tolerate this again. If we do,
John,
what's the point? Huh?
Do you remember the Million Man March?
Yes.
I do.
Okay, during that time, it was so peaceful, and nothing
happened.
And they brought all the National Guard and everything, but nothing happened. It was just a peaceful march.
That's what they came to do. The people on January 6th, that's not what they came to do. Ask Mo Brooks, he buckled armor, baby. Yeah.
So we need to do that for September. No, not September. Yeah, September 11th.
David Billings says he calls them Hatriots. That's pretty good. I like that, David. That's during my regard.
What I want to know is who's giving them a permit to rally.
Hello, Sparky Dunk.
Really?
I didn't see you in there, but I know that voice. Yeah.
What's happening,
well, they get a permit, I guess. You know, it's their American constitutional right to protest and against the grievances they have against our government.
If they're going to be in front of the Capitol, like on the mall or whatever, that's Park Police territory.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happened. Are they going to end up marching on the Capitol again? You know, I don't know.
Because they sure ain't going to get a permit.
I don't think so.
They sure as hell ain't going to get a permit to get up next to the Capitol.
No, I don't think so.
Permit that.
I wouldn't think so. I think it'll be in the mall. You know, that's the day. That's what they're calling it, the J6 rally. Like it's a celebration for them. It's something to celebrate. Let's get together for the J6, baby. You bunch of fucking traitors. You know, and we know people like that. You probably know people like that too. You know, it just.
I call them cowards.
I call them
Far
idiots.
too many.
I call them idiots, and they all know it too. Look how many thumbs down on my thing I'm getting down the street. Anyway, yeah, they're just, to me, they're just what I've always said. They are fake patriots. It's a bumper sticker. You know, God, guns, and glory. It just, that's all it is a bumper sticker. They're no more Christian than anybody else is. They're no more anything than anybody else. They just like to project that. You know, look at me. I'm a godly man. No, you're not. No, you're not. I see what you do.
One had a bumper sticker.
Huh?
One had a bumper sticker that had LBGT, Liberty, Bible, guns, Trump. Disgusting. It's disgusting.
Yeah. That's what they believe in. You know, Trump. That's the one that they really believe in. Ever since he's come on the scene, our politics have changed. Everything has changed since he came. We had racism. We've had social problems, civil unrest in our nation before. We've had everything that we've had under Trump. We've had before. But Trump just came in and stirred that pot up and fed that fire, baby. He kept them motivated to hate. That's exactly what this man does. And they loved it. They loved it so much they're still hanging on to him. They still keep thinking every few months he's going to be reinstated as glorious leader. It's, you know, it's sad to watch a percentage of our country follow you right down to Jonesville, or what, Jonestown down there, and drink the Kool-Aid. Because they would. They would. They're taking ivermectin. You know, anybody seen the local, the new Lincoln Project ad on ivermectin?
Yes.
Whatever.
Oh, yes. It's been all over the place today.
There you go. There you go. So always keep in mind that we have work to do because they have an advantage. No doubt the Republicans have an advantage in the coming election because they're going to pick up more districts due to the census. So we have to work extra hard. It's sort of like, what's that, LGF or LFG last night.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
On the women's soccer team. And we all found out what LFG means.
Am I back now?
Huh? Did you?
Am I back now?
Hi, TW.
Yes, you're back.
Okay. Yeah, I got zapped by the.
You got zapped out, huh?
Discord, yeah.
Lord,
anyway, there were you and I think first somebody was talking about where they're going to be. You can look up every permit on the .gov site for permits. Anyway, the J6 thing, as they're calling themselves, they're going to be on the grassy area between the Lincoln Memorial and the Capitol building, and that big thing over there to the right of the mall, that big grassy area. That's where they're going to be.
Well, the camera, we're going to see who it is because the camera's going to be there. It'll all be big news.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be.
I'm just wondering how many people are going to show up. I hope they stay home.
I'm trying to remember what.
Well, I know one person that's not going to show up.
Who, Buffalo Boy?
No, it's that Proud Boys leader that went into jail last night.
Oh, they got his ass in jail last night?
He turned himself in. I watched the video on Twitter.
I did not see it. Of course, last night.
Yeah, I think he only in there for like 189 days or something.
Yeah.
But he's the FBI snitch too.
Yeah, the FBI has been after his butt. So.
Well, they got him now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Because he's all wrapped up in this shit big time. I want to know who he was talking to in Congress. You know, where his phone records. Where do they connect up? TW, are you in the room, brother?
Yeah, I'm in the room.
How are you doing?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm doing all right. How are you today, John?
Not worth the shit, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
How's Mark?
I heard about the puppy. I'm sorry about that.
Speaking of puppies, how's Mark?
He's doing all right.
Good. Want to make sure he's doing fine. We got furry blue dots too, so. Go.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do.
Well, I'm a furry blue dot.
Yeah, but you're furry.
You know. I kind of look like a free blue dot.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, there's a resemblance there, ain't
A
there?
buddy of mine said, all you need to do is paint your face blue, and you look like a smucking Smurf.
There you go. There you go. I quit again. I ain't gonna cut this thing again. I looked at myself the other day in one of my videos, and I went, wow, I missed my beard. That thing would have been down here, man. I would have been rocking
Now, are
some
you going to
serious
grow it
shit.
long again, or
I'm just
kind
thinking.
of
I'm just thinking of cutting it. Piss on it. Mom made the comment the other day. Well, I liked it when you had it made your face look fuller. Really? Why didn't you say that before I shaved it off?
Yeah, we would have just.
Well, I would have had to shave it off regardless.
We're just going to kind of let
it was
it
a
be
thing.
it.
You keep your word. You keep your word. So I shaved off. Look at there. Here comes Diana Mallory. Bequeather the Gong in Secret Squirrels came in with a $5 donation and said, "Just got here. What did I miss? LOL. John, did you remember that I mentioned to you Sunday?" Uh-oh. John, did you remember what I mentioned to you on Sunday? Wait a minute. Thank you for the donation. Wait a minute. Okay. No, the answer is no. No, I don't.
The answer is no.
Does somebody help me out here? No, fine group of friends. Y'all were here Sunday.
I don't remember what was going on
John,
Sunday.
did you remember what I
left
mentioned to
early
you
Sunday.
I
I had
did
a
too.
weird Sunday myself.
Yes.
I mean, I know y'all had me
well.
memory, kept me in spirit.
Diana Mallory, please refresh our memory.
Bernadette, do you remember?
Bernadette, yeah, Bernadette knows everything. Bernadette's family. You want to know something, go to Bernadette.
This Sunday.
Huh? I just remembered what I was going to address earlier. Did anybody see that the grand jury and the grand jury in New York and the Supreme Court in Georgia were working on Labor Day weekend?
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you see?
That's a no-no, isn't it?
The Georgia Supreme Court said, "Screw you, Donnie. Your criminal case is moving forward on Saturday."
That's my state.
Yeah, go Georgia, buddy. They're playing around. And
He's
also
going to
the
be
grand.
in New York City and Georgia. So, Donnie, are you
well,
going for president? Don't think so.
No.
I'm going to be in jail.
He's going to...
And the grand jury.
Garland's got to have something. Probably got. Hopefully,
The grand jury in New York also met Saturday, and they moved his case forward. So, for a grand jury and a Supreme Court to operate on a Saturday of a 4-day-long weekend,
it seems like they have something important to do.
I
that
think
would
they're trying to
insinuate,
send
you
a
know.
message. I've been around a lot of grand juries, and I've never seen them convene on a weekend ever.
Hey, Bill, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Praying to God, if there and for those and John, if there is God, hopefully, Attorney General Garland has something up his sleeve. I'm hoping he has something up his sleeve.
I hope he has a lot of shit up his sleeve.
But I do want to say this, a quick note.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan and Alex Jones have 10 horsemen.
Yes. I wish I had.
I wish they took that horse tranquilizer up their asses.
If they take that stuff, there's going to be plenty of shit coming out their ass.
Oh,
Oh,
Alex Jones supposedly did it on air, but we had
did.
that discussion yesterday. We had a Monday on the front porch, and it was like he did a sleight of hand, magician's trick.
Oh yeah. I missed Mondays on. I saw your message, Spark. I just, as you can imagine, preoccupied at the time, and so yeah, I wanted to make it over there, but evening took a bad turn. Anyway, I wanted to. Sorry, I missed it. And Diana Mallory, bequeather the Gong, came in with $5 just to remind my ass of what we spoke about. And thank you again for that, Diana Mallory. Yes, I know I have not talked to Bernadette, but I'm sure she's listening right now. So it would be a good way to do it. And that is that, yes, Diana Mallory had a wonderful conversation with Dominic, our youngest blue dot, our little Blue Dot, who is Bernadette's grandson, and the family really helped him out to get to a STEM program out in California, and he loved it. It was an exciting thing. And Diana Mallory said, maybe you ought to interview him on the show. So the invitation is going out to Dominic right now, that if you want to come on the show, I would love to have you on here, and you can discuss with us exactly what happened on your trip, because we are all vested in you, and we would love to hear your perceptions and your view of what happened and how that time was spent. So, Bernadette.
I thought he already told us that.
No, he hasn't given us an interview yet. We know he had a great time, and he built a robot, and then he programmed the robot to sing happy birthday to his daddy. So, we've gotten bits and pieces. But we're talking about, a real interview here. Where he's the star.
I heard his story on your show, John.
Huh. What? Well, where was I?
You were sitting right.
Was
right
I?
Where you're sitting there.
Can you prove it? That's the thing.
No.
Get a lawyer. He may have been on the show, but we would love to have him on again and tell us about his tales of STEM school.
Hey, John?
Yes. Oh, it was in the Blue Room. Ed,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Ed, hold on just a minute. Yeah, Sparky, it was in the Blue Room that we got that.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron just told us so.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of cool. You and John, you could do like a one-on-one with him and ask him how he did.
Yeah, I kept thinking to myself, he was on the show. No. In the Blue Room after the show. That's where this shit happens anyway. Now,
Ed, that's not for
now I
little
remember.
ears.
Yeah. Now, Ed, you were going to say something?
I do want to say that tonight on PBS, the season premiere Frontline is America After 9/11. How 9/11 ushered in an era of fear, mistrust, and division in America. The compromises and consequences for American democracy. About 20 years ago, when they all came from the Capitol saying that we must unite, and 20 years later, we had the insurrection. But all thanks
Took
to
quite a turn, didn't it?
Indeed.
Thing from 9/11, when this country came together and stood together, to where we are now, only took 20 years. And it was a painful 20 years. No matter which way you look at this, since 9/11, the way everything has gone for this country. It's gone very well for some. Oh, baby. There's more billionaires now than there was ever before. And those what was billionaires before are getting damn well close to being trillionaires.
I'd actually say it was a bitter 16 years, and it was a hellacious 4 years.
Lorraine Barrett just asked the question, why aren't the Saudis being held accountable? Darling, anytime I see that question, and right now there are documents that are being reviewed for release about the Saudi Arabian involvement in 9/11, and I know in my heart that there is a damn big connection between Saudi Arabia and 9/11, and that we turned our back on that because of oil and money and power. Has nothing to do with the fact that we were attacked. Well, we'd go get Bin Laden. Bin Laden was Saudi. Everything Bin Laden got came from Saudi Arabia. His support came from Saudi Arabia. The hijackers here in the country were getting money from Saudi Arabia. It was all wrapped around Saudi Arabia. And then when it
makes
happened,
you wonder why we never went to war with them.
Hell, we give them all the guns. We give them all the missiles, airplane, whatever the Saudi Arabians want to buy, we're selling, baby. Donnie made a big deal with them. Donnie made a huge ass deal with the Saudis, man. Give them all sorts of weapons. Yeah, you watch.
Even a contract to build some of our most secret equipment.
Yeah, equipment. Some of our most technical technology. He's trying to contract it out to UAE. this is that whole when you talk about Saudi Arabia, I get pissed because they are not our freaking allies. They have sucked for human rights over there, for women's rights. It's a facade set up so keep us happy, so we don't question the great money. We let them get away with murder. Hell's Prince Slice and Dice. Yeah, he's hacked up an American journalist.
Here's something you didn't hear on the news.
What?
The other night, the Saudis got attacked by missiles at a Aramco facility. I forget what town it was.
Oh, yeah?
So on my Twitter feed, I'm following the Nance guy.
Yeah, Bill Nance.
No, the old Navy dude.
Yeah, Nance.
Chief,
yeah.
Intel thing.
Oh, yeah. He's a ninja, buddy. Yeah, he's ex-Navy.
But anyway, they had a video
Malcolm
on
Nance.
there,
Malcolm Nance.
Yeah, I had a brain fart.
Yeah, I follow him
but
too.
Anyway, he had videos of the missiles coming in, and then some pictures of the after effects.
Yeah, everybody in the chat was telling me Malcolm Nance. Malcolm. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Give him a follow on Twitter if you're on there. Pay attention to what he has to say. He's a chief.
That's all I'm doing on Twitter is
Navy
following
talk for
people.
God.
I ain't gonna tweet.
Huh?
I'm just on there following people. I'm not into tweeting.
I don't do a whole lot on Twitter. Travis always told me I should. For one, if I go to write something, 140 characters ain't gonna cut it.
Never go together. It's toxic. I saw the founder's name who got in trouble with the Brazilian government, but Getter and Telegram and Parler, I never go to there. It's very toxic.
Well, yeah. Yes, I tried. What was it, MeWe for a while? Holy shit! You talk about a den of thieves over there, man.
Well, MeWe is.
Yeah, that's. You might as well just put a sign on your back that says "Kick me" when you walk in the door, because everybody there is fixing to jump your ass about something. And I stood my ground over there for a while. I call them out for what they are, a bunch of fucking loudmouths who hide behind fake names. And this guy challenged me with Blue Dove. What the fuck is that? My name's John Britavo. Go look me up, motherfucker. Well, you could just grab that name anywhere. Show me something. I took a picture right then. I took it in my watch, and I had something holding up with the date in my face. Here, motherfucker. How about you do the same thing right now? Nope. Because you're a troll. They're little trolls. They're not going to, put their shit out there. Yeah. They're afraid to use their name. They make up bullshit and,
Hey, did I miss something on the news? There's something that said, and I know we bring him up a lot, but Trump is losing his power in New York.
That's under negotiation too, I understand. So is the one in Washington. I know. I heard that chuckle. Who chuckled? Who was?
Bye-bye.
Was that Lady
That was
Freedom?
Velda.
Was that Velda?
Yeah. No, that was Lady Freedom.
It was good.
Oh.
Inappropriate.
I read
too.
somewhere there's a bunch of people moving out of Trump Tower.
What's that, Spark? Wait.
A bunch of the tenants, they're leaving.
Oh, I didn't know he still had some, besides his political action committee.
Yeah, well, I knew he had the Saudis, but,
Yeah, they're just trying to hang on for some reason. You were going to say, Bill?
The COO son was questioned by the grand jury on Sunday and about the finances, the chief operating officer, about the money and all that.
Right.
He's the only guy besides his daddy and Mr. Leitenberger that know that the CEO that know what's going on.
Yeah, know where all the bodies are.
Yep. Well, they talked to him because they didn't want to talk to Daddy, because when a grand jury does that, usually the individual they talk to, there's some kind of immunity involved. Well, they want to charge Daddy, so that's why they talked to his son, who was also a Trump employee. But yeah, there's not good news out of New York and Georgia for the Trump gang, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah, we're going to see more of it.
I think
are
it's funny. Yeah. I think it's finally the shit is hitting the fan, and he doesn't know which way He doesn't know which way to shit in the peach pit.
My neighborhood has
area.
quietened down.
Hey, Discord is messing with me, so I'm going to let you guys go and see if I can fix this. I think it's the local storms that we got coming in and out, but I'm going to unplug my stuff, plug it back in, and see if I can get it worked. I think the after show chat, I believe, is on TW's channel. Am I correct, sir, or am I wrong?
You are correct.
Okay. So I'll see you
Got to
there.
get John in there tonight.
Yeah. That'll work. We'll figure
And
that out.
Travis, you're more than welcome too.
Yeah. But, John, sometime between now and Friday, I will give you a DM or a call, and I have some information to pass on to you.
All righty. Give me a holler. I'll be here.
Yeah, no worries. I'll send you a DM or a message first or a text to let you know. So
okay,
it depends because it's either the end of this week or the end of next week. Because Monday and Tuesday next week I'm in the hospital. So
hospital.
I got a one of those every 5-year things you got to do. You know?
Okay. Yeah, no fun. Good luck with that.
It's always
Take
something.
care, Bill.
Always something, brother. Always something.
No
all right,
worries.
Bill. Well, thank you.
Guys in the after show. I'll talk to you in the after show, and talk to you soon, John. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for being here.
Yep.
All right, take care,
guys.
You bet.
Good night. Cheers.
Wow. Okay. Where were we? What was we doing? Oh, I was going to remind everybody of November 13th.
We were talking about what kind of shirt is John wearing today. No.
It's a Texas, baby. It's a state of minds with an S, minds. Yep,
you
that's
need a
what
new
I'm
Texas
on.
shirt that said.
It's one of the only liberal stations here in Texas.
Oh.
It's Pacific.
I had something.
Go ahead, Velda. Sorry.
I'm sorry, TW. I had something funny come across my Facebook today.
What?
It says, I'm not telling you to send coat hangers to Abbott in Dallas, Texas, and the address and zip code.
Do you have that in front of you, by the way? Because feel free to read it.
I don't.
Because it does. It gives the address, and it's just a meme that says, "I'm not asking you to send a coat hanger to Governor Greg Abbott and it gives the address to the governor's mansion, and at the bottom says, "I'm not asking you to do that at all. Not asking you to, but if it felt appropriate, it's."
Oh! You know that the call-in thing. They call in to tell on somebody.
Oh yeah, on the internet.
For having abortions in Texas.
Yeah, they shut them down.
Well, they have gone and they have literally 100% shut that down.
Yep.
By taking and overusing it.
Hey, you want to piss some people off? I suggest you stay away from women if you want to. They will come claw your freaking eyes out, metaphorically speaking. This is going to get bad.
And literal.
Huh?
And literal.
And literal, yes. And literally. Yeah. You piss a woman off. Are you shitting me?
You on our channel one night we were all talking, and she goes, "Yeah, mess with our ovaries. You piss us off."
Now, if my wife was insulted by this guy that was 10 feet tall and badass to the bone, there's only two choices. Either I got to whip his ass, or at least try my best. But if I let him go with it, oh no, that ain't gonna fly. No.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass kicked by that big guy than to make my wife feel like I'm gonna feel. Make me no. Mm-mm. Let's roll, Bubba. Let's go. Let's get the pain part over with.
That's a little different than my relationship.
Anything. Mess with my wife. No, that's it. We're going to town. Let's.
You're doing rock, paper, scissors on who's going to do it.
Yeah.
That'd probably be between my two sons too. Wait. He said what?
Hey,
I want to kick his ass after you, huh?
I don't know if you've got sharp knives, but I've got a lot of rawhide that's really good for tying people down to the sand.
Ah.
The stakes.
Getting to the old.
If you got the knives, I can tie them.
Yeah, there you go. You know,
Well, with me, sharp objects is my weapon.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on while I reload.
If you need a good whetstone, I've got one of those too.
Keep them sharp, baby. Keep them sharp.
Yep. Slides a Marine.
David Billings says he can supply the ants. There you go. You see, we got people with
People not just in this room is Delica and Lady Freedom Rock.
Okay.
You know, this is southeast Arizona. There is a fire ant hill.
Oh, yeah.
God, that's so perfect. I can put it at the neither.
Listen to how devious we are.
Region to the ant hill, and I'll bring the honey. And we'll just
Jesus.
pour it on the
worse.
possibles. Yeah.
Bunch of libtards. What happened to the tree hugging? Yeah, we'll hug a tree. We'll burn your ass.
Not in Arizona, I'm not. Not in Arizona.
They're not going to burn your
Exactly.
ass. They're going to put ants all over your head. There you go.
We'll stand up for each other. Ain't that what it's all about? That's what that little discussion is about. Let's tie it to an anthill, because that's how pissed off this country is. When you tromp on their rights on the citizens of this country, and you take away the rights of one, you're going to piss off everybody. Not all the time. We have to work on all the time.
I got something else to say about
What?
that 6-week thing there. Is that okay? The woman's 6 weeks. She's going to there. Hey, he needs to pay child support for those last 6. The guy needs to pay child support for those last 6 weeks.
Yeah. No shit. No shit.
And I got a message from one of our blue dots.
Yes.
A very important blue dot.
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Yes. And?
She told me to remind you about Aaron T.
This Aaron T? That Aaron T? Yes, indeed.
Sir.
That is our Erin Trombley. She is a blue dot up in Morrow, New York, and she is running for town council. So, yes, that is her information, and we want you to get involved and, help her get elected, because that's what it's all about. So thank you, Bernadette, for reminding me. I appreciate it. Anyway. Yes, and she should be an inspiration to all of us. Erin should.
And we got a thank you from Bernadette.
Why? What'd we do?
Because you just said that about Aaron. She said thank you.
Oh, okay. Here, I want another thank you. Let's take. I like her. Her graphic. I think she did this. That is really cool.
Oh.
She really did well on it. Yes.
Would you play Bernadette's new favorite song?
What favorite song? Uh-oh.
Oh.
It ain't working. Oh, wait. Wait, it works. We just had the volume down, so we have to start it again. So for those that aren't listening, haven't listened before and haven't heard this before, this pounding song, this goes out to Bernadette Pree, because this is what Bernadette wants all those of Republican persuasion, like Greg Abbott and others, too.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut
Just puts a smile on my face.
Bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, bow, bow.
Oh yeah.
Now, can I ask a question
We love
about
that song.
Because I get a little bit of, it sounds like Velda in the background, and it could be Bernadette. Did you guys do that for John? Because that's cool.
Do what for me?
That song.
Oh, they could crank one out. Hell yeah.
They could have. That's actually a pretty good, because it's like.
It's a great song. A lot of people want it for their ringtone. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd actually like that, especially
I just
when
want it on a button on my phone.
And it would actually go. I would love it to go
that should
backwards
listen.
in the phone.
Huh? Go ahead. What'd you say, Ed?
Actually, we play whenever Alex Jones talks right out of his ass. I mean, that's a great song.
I'm not familiar with that one. I have not heard that.
The one you just played. That would be the.
Oh, that one, yes. Yeah, that needs to be played outside of Alex Jones's house every day. Anyway, let me thank Catman56, my buddy Keith, who came in with a $3 donation and said, "Past conversation. I can help with Edge Cleon Battleth." See? Weapon of choice. Don't mess with them things, man. Catman, thank you very much, Keith. We appreciate it tremendously, brother. And, wow. Yep, there you go. Shut the fuck up to do. See, that's popular now. See, it's in their ear.
I still like the bus. Clink.
The bus.
Yeah, the bus.
Donnie done threw somebody under the bus. Yeah, I got a few more. I want to get put on here. Travis going to hook me up with it. And things that I think that are appropriate for when Republicans say stupid shit, so I can hit the button. Because we need something more than just shut the fuck up. You need something to follow that. So we're working on the entertainment value of our show with new buttons. Because, we got the violin here for in case they start whining their ass off about their freedom and their liberty and how they all losing it. And under these socialist Democrats, we cannot have a fuck off. Anyway.
Talking about
that one must be getting
Democrat.
out.
What's that?
Hey,
now?
John.
Huh? Yes, sir.
Bernadette made a suggestion to you. Why not bring on Miss Erin T. and have an interview with her?
We could do that too.
And have it on one of your live
Erin,
nights.
that would be great with me if you want to come on here and do that. That would be great. And we'll dedicate it to you, and we'll do part of the show, and then you can sit there and interview with the rest of the guests. But yes, I'm all up for that. So yes, Erin, we would be very much up for that. As a matter of fact, I told y'all before, election season's coming. I'm looking forward to getting back out there and being a little bit more involved than we have been. And I got to go to the kickoff for one of our local judges here, and I had a hell of a good time doing that. And I want to get more involved because we should. Erin is a great example of just how far you can take that. You can take it all the way to your town council, your city council, your whatever it is that you want to run for, if you have that kind of passion, and Erin does. So, yes.
Oh, and Bernadette says thank you.
You're welcome, Bernadette. Thank you, baby. See, the Blue Dot family works together. So one more time, if you have a few dollars, you can send that to Erin because running a campaign is not cheap. And it takes money to do it, as we see in big politics. The same thing works in little politics. So, please, if you can, support Erin Trombley. And let's hope that she wins down there, because
absolutely.
Yes. But that
if I could vote legally in 2 states, I'd vote for her.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Well, hell, them Republicans are making it shit. They make up bullshit all the time.
Well, change your name, Velda, to Donald Trump, because he voted in 2 different states.
PW? Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Don't make me hit this button now. Don't make me hit the button. Boy, howdy.
You're grounded.
Did the names update? Okay. I want to thank all our Patreon members that Travis tells me that it updated. So those are the new names. I do want to call out, I saw that, let me see if I still have it here. Ann Parks who became a new Patreon member. So Ann, if you're listening, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it tremendously. Thanks to those donors and those that donate a la carte like this evening. That's my wages, baby. That's how I pay the bills, and that's how I get everything done. So I appreciate it tremendously. And thank you to all of you that find it in your heart to.
You just got
donate.
another one. I just heard it clink in the background.
I didn't see it yet. I ain't seen it. But Yeah, it takes money to run all social shit. That's how come I want you to donate to Aaron Trombley also, because it takes money to do shit that you want to do and to make a difference. So, yeah. She's our blue dot running for office. That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Anyway, Travis got the numbers reading because he knows I'm tired and I'm having difficulty staying in the conversation, baby. I'm still distracted.
That's okay, John.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, that stuff happens. That's life.
It's just going to take a little while to get out of my. It's where it's not the most forefront thing on my brain. Anyway, now I just feel stupid.
You just got to remember this, big guy. You got 3 other little beady eyes.
I do indeed.
Hi, Daddy.
And Vicky is
and
doing
all
her
those
best.
cats too.
Indeed, yes, the little booger, we called him.
Hey, how's Jenny?
She's doing fine. She's under the house right now because it was raining and thundering and all that. So when that happens, she likes to be under the house, and she has 2
I don't blame her.
Oh no, no. And no.
How's her ginger snaps and peppermints holding
out?
out?
They're holding out fine. She's spoiled rotten. Actually, I've switched more to diet horse treats. It seems to be working too. She's losing a little. She was getting quite hefty, and that's not good for her legs. So we had to.
Jenny, don't believe him. Don't eat that diet stuff. It's not good for you. You got to ask for the diet.
She still gets the occasional cookie, but I got her horse treats that are more suitable for her digestion and not so much sugar. I love you too, Teresa Diggum. Thank you very much, baby. Tracy Tobias, thank you for being here. Sonia C, appreciate all of our Blue Dots who come in and join this conversation every time we come on the air. This is where our family meets every time. We come on here and we talk and we laugh and have a great time. But this family meets within the chat of this room. And I just love seeing it. And it means the world to me. So thank you all for participating in that and making this what it is. Anyway, Beldelay, thank you very much. Yes, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Over on my channel, I started a new channel that I got entitled Knowing is Half the Battle.
Knowing is half the battle.
It has the stuff about the Electoral College. You can now even hear the Constitution.
Right.
You know, the video on there reads it out. Stuff like that. Even talks about the Electoral College. So anybody who's interested, come by and check it out.
Yeah, well, tell them again where they can find it.
Over on my Discord.
On your Discord?
Channel.
Give me an invite.
Yes, it's
Give me an
under
invite.
Give me an invite. I'll be over.
It's under Knowing is Half the Battle.
Knowing is Half the Battle is the name of the Discord channel. So if you want to join in over there and join Lady Freedom in the conversation, jump over to Knowing is Half. Say it again.
Half the battle.
Half the battle.
Half the battle.
I thought that's what it was, and then halfway through it, I thought
that from Joe.
So my mind is wandering, baby. I can't think 2 minutes ahead. Anyway, yes, go over and join it. TW is going to have a chat in his room tonight. Tell people where they can find you there.
We are at TW Travis, and it's the Blue Dot Ranch House.
The Blue Dot Ranch House. See, this family's growing, baby. There's all sorts of places to join the conversation. And so please feel free to do that. You'll be welcomed anytime you do. And Parksy, there you are. I seen your name go by. Thank you very much for becoming a Patreon member, baby. We appreciate that tremendously. Anyway, Dwayne Dwezzle, take care of yourself. Dizzy Duke, I'm glad you're here. Mary Betancourt, thank you. Velda Lee, thank you very much for coming in and joining us tonight.
Welcome.
We appreciate it, baby. And Sparky Dunk, brother, we appreciate it.
I love that name, even though I really know his real name. But
I know his real name, but it is cool.
I know his real name, but I like Sparky Dunk. I think it's
Sparky
cool.
Dunk works for me. Yeah, I call him Spark for short. Anyway, Sparky.
I do too, or Sparky.
If you're listening, brother, thank you for being here. We appreciate it tremendously. And Ed Beatty, thank you very much for being here.
Want to say I'm proud to be a libtard.
I am proud to be a tree-hugging libtard asshole. That's me, baby. Look it up.
Yep.
You just wait till
We're
you see
proud
me in my
people.
freaking tutu. You'll go crazy. It's something to see, I'm telling you. Anyway, thank you for being here, brother. And Lady Freedom, indeed, thank you for being here. And again, go by and check out her Discord channel. Knowing is half the battle. And so get knowledgeable and go join her.
Yep.
And TW, thank you for being here. Take care of Mark for us, brother. We appreciate it tremendously.
Right.
Outstanding. And to this Blue Dot family, again, I thank you so much for the well wishes and the condolences sent. We all know how hard it is to lose a precious baby, and that you held all these years for 16 years in your lap, and so we all know that pain, and it'll take a day or two for me to get my mind where it doesn't wander so much, but thank you so much for the condolences. Thank you for your kind thoughts, and thank you for your love. Try to share it. Put a smile on somebody else's heart, baby. You never know when they really need one. So anyway, y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everyone.
All right, guys.
Good night, everybody. We'll be.
Good night. Sorry,
On rocking in the free world, Blue Dot.
That's all right.
Lady Freedom out.
Outstanding. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back here Wednesday for our Hump Day rant, and then we'll be back for another Blue Dot family meeting on Thursday. So please come by and join us. I love you all for being here. I love you for being part of this family, and we'll see y'all later.